there everyone, it's Genevieve, and these changes to the lore spells for the fall update can be a bit confusing. Let's go over them all. Next up, we're doing the life spells. Rat Spin.
Look what they done to my boy.
Haven't even checked it out, I'm just messing with you. Okay, before Rat Spin did damage to all enemies, it was variable. On the top path, it went up as you upgraded. On the bottom path, it was choose your targets. So it looks like the top path is identical to the top path that was previously. Now there is a middle and lower path. The middle path and the lower path both are choose your targets. The middle path does life damage and then 180 deferred damage after 3 rounds divided between the targets. And then the bottom path just does 2 deferred damage, totaling 590 that explode after 5 rounds. I don't know why they give these to life. I don't know what about life says deferred damage. Unless, of course, you have something that detonates them faster.
Pigsie, my darling.
It had 2 paths before. Tier 1 and upper path is identical. The bottom path is similar, but not exactly. So previously it did 125 heal, then put 2 heal over times that equaled 880 that ran for 4 rounds. That's for all allies, of course. And you could only have 4 of those in your deck, which is somewhat standard for non-school spells anyway. So if you were a fire wizard and you had Pigsie, chances are you could only have 4 in your deck anyway. But they really didn't want you to have these. Now, choose how many allies you want to do this on, and it does way more healing, like not quite double, but almost 400 more heal, still 2 overtimes, and still going for 4 rounds. But again, you get to choose who it is, which is good because then you could potentially do a lot of healing to a couple people if the rest don't need any. Just saying, it's kind of handy that way. Oh, and also that 1 right there means you can only reshuffle once. Camp Bandit. I can't wait. All right, hey, what have we changed with this? It looks like the tier 1 and top path are identical. The bottom path, however, hey, gotta say I like this change. It does more damage and it pushes 2 overtimes. Nice. This one here is good, but you really have to be careful how you use it. Because, as I've warned many times, just say you have a feint on yourself. If you use this on a creature, but you kill the creature, this still converts the feint. So you're converting the 70% trap to a 70% life trap on yourself. Yeah, because you killed the target, so it has nowhere to go. So it's converted on you, but if the target's not defeated, then it gets placed onto the target. So you gotta be careful with the top path. But if you're not fighting life creatures, who cares? And pushing those overtimes, kind of nice. Luminous Weaver, I literally just upgraded you. Oopsies. Previously, it did damage and then a weakness on the top path. On the bottom path, damage, and then you get a life damage blade and healing blade. But those don't change the amount as you upgrade those. They stay at 20% for both of those. However, you can sharpen that blade. You can sharpen that. Now, the damage went way down here, but you got a larger damage blade and healing blade. And again, you can still sharpen this blade right here. Just saying. Or you can boost up the damage with the sun enchant spell, whatever you choose. And the bottom path, even less damage and an even bigger blade and healing charm. Very nice. Very, very nice. Because again, that can be a 55 blade. Bazzow! Because see, to me, these are good trade-offs. Because this just gives a small weakness. This gives a blade and a charm. So I don't mind that they lowered the damage so that it's not equal. Because currently in live, they're equal. This is doing 380 and giving you a blade and a charm. So why would you pick that? Seriously. Gotsumonkey. Okay, in live, it did damage on the top path, or on the bottom path, it kind of copied that very special treasure card that you could find occasionally where it did damage and it gave you a heal. So the top path is identical. The middle path does less damage, but a larger heal. And instead of over 5 rounds, it is over 3 rounds. So it gives you more heal per round. And the bottom path, again, following that same pattern, gives you even less damage, but a way bigger heal over time. However, there's 2 of them and it's over 4 rounds.
Sacred Charge.
Okay, I know some things have changed on this, but just slightly. Tier 1 and the top path are identical, still doing the exact same amount of damage, giving the same absorb to the caster. Still no PvP, no advanced combat. However, the bottom path, the damage has gone down, but instead of a 20% outgoing healing bubble for 4 rounds, now you get a 40% outgoing healing bubble for 4 rounds. So it's double. That's pretty cool. And the damage didn't even go down that much. It went down 100, but whatever. Boosted up with Sun Enchant spell. You know, how we do.
Burrowing Bane.
Used to just be 1 path, and it was a yucky deferred damage, and it still is. It used to be 2 deferred damage overtimes that detonated at 5 rounds, and it did 760 initially, and then went up to 820 at max. Now it went back to damage and deferred damage over time, doing just 200, and it detonates at 3 rounds. The 200 deferred damage stays the same as you upgrade it, but the initial damage increases as you upgrade it. Oh, and by the way, the accuracy is back at 90%. Thank you very much. By the way, yes, they adjusted those, and the accuracy is not less because it's a lore spell. I don't even know why you would think that would be okay. Whatever. Yeah, I gotta do so much just to get these spells. Give me a break, people. Anywho, bottom path is more damage, but it's still 2 deferred damage, but now it's after 6 rounds. So it does more damage, but it takes longer to do it. So, Firecat! Just saying. That is why I have trained this right here and upgraded it. I borrowed 75 spell elements from my fire wizard so that she could have this right here, because these suck. I really don't like deferred damage. They are completely useless. I hate them. And that's it for live. Thank you so much, everyone, for checking out all of these different lore spell changes. Let me know if you have any questions or what you think about the changes to these beloved spells of ours, and we will see y'all real soon. Bye-bye.